The door stood slightly ajar, offering a narrow glimpse into the dimly lit room. On the wooden floor lay a discarded piece of pink lingerie, heavy with soft, uneven breaths. His dark hair clung to his forehead, a faint sheen of sweat catching the dim light. She leaned her head back, cheeks flushed, her lips parting as a breathless murmur escaped. It feels so good. A faint smirk curved his lips. Well, aren't you honest? He teased. Voice smooth yet certain. Her cherry-patterned pajama bottoms shifted slightly as his movements closed the space between them. Her eyes widened for a moment, then darted downward. Well? She murmured. He leaned in, eyes narrowing with intent. Hold still. I'll make you feel even better. A brief pause lingered between them before she met his gaze, blush deepening. Okay. What am I doing with my brother's friend right now? Hours earlier, the city skyline shimmered against the evening sky. Inside a crowded subway car, Suji rubbed her temple with a weary sigh. Another day of overtime, something that had become her daily reality for the past 3 months. What she had once imagined as an exciting career had turned into endless hours and exhaustion. At 25, Suji had impressive credentials: top computer skills, a perfect TOEIC score, and a degree in English language and literature from a national university. Yet every large company turned her away before the first interview was even over. And public sector positions slipped through her fingers one after another. Even her confidence in English, something she once thought set her apart, faded as she realized there were countless others just as capable. During those bleak days, her older brother, Jae-hyeon, 10 years her senior, appeared in the doorway and said firmly, "Hey, Suji, if you really can't find a job, come work at our company." Her eyes widened. What? It wasn't a large firm, but it was well known enough for a first job. And best of all, it meant moving to Seoul, her dream city. There was one obstacle: she had no deposit for rent. But Hote quickly offered, "Then, stay at my place until you've saved enough for your own apartment." Suji clenched her fist in determination. She would be independent, even if it meant freeloading for now. She just had to endure until she could afford her own lifestyle. Still, small pleasures kept her going. To think, after struggling so hard to get a job, the only joy in my life is tteokbokki, she thought while ordering from her phone. Later, her delivery was already waiting at the door. That was fast, she said, kicking off her shoes and curling up on the couch in cherry print pajamas. The spicy food warmed her as she lost herself in the latest hit drama. Then a shadow moved across the front door. She paused mid-sip. Huh? Is Hote back already? She turned toward the door. Hote, is that you? But it wasn't her brother. A pair of polished black dress shoes stepped inside, followed by a tall man in a suit. Oh, Suji? Long time no see, he greeted. With a faint smile, her eyes widened. Jaehyeon? Awkwardly getting to her feet, she asked, hello, what brings you here? I was drinking with friends nearby for the first time in a while, he explained. But I couldn't get a driver, so I came here. Is Hote not home? Quickly setting aside her food, Suji said, "He's working overtime and staying at the company tonight. His coding isn't going well, so he might not even come home this weekend." Oh, I see. Don't mind me, just enjoy your meal, Jaehyeon said lightly. It's fine. I was almost done, she replied. His tone softened. Sorry, if I knew you were home alone, I wouldn't have come. I'll just get going. The clock read 12:45. Suji glanced at it. At this hour? The buses definitely aren't running anymore. It felt a little awkward being alone with her brother's friend in the middle of the night, but in a 3-bedroom apartment, what could happen? Would you like a drink? She offered. Moments later, their beer cans clinked together. I never thought we'd end up drinking like this, he said with a small smile. Me neither, she replied. Remember when you used to give me airplane rides? Back then, I thought Jaehyeon was the coolest person in the world. And now? He teased. She glanced at him, a faint smile tugging at her lips. He's still so cool. When he asked about work, her smile faded. Please, don't even mention it. I think I got scammed. He raised a brow. Scammed? She vented about the constant overtime, weekend hikes, and the CEO's son who never showed up. Jaehyeon chuckled. What's so funny? She demanded. The way you talk, it's cute, he said with ease. Her cheeks warmed. Cute? I've been an adult for years. Their eyes drifted toward the TV, where the drama couple suddenly leaned in for a passionate kiss. Suji's eyes widened. Oh my, her mind spun. Why now of all times? The TV couple locks lips in a heated kiss. On the couch, Suji startles, cheeks pink, a single thought flickering. Was he not bothered by this? Jaehyun's eyes slide to the side, calm and unreadable. He rises with a small smile. Suji, I'm going into sleep now. Make sure you don't drink too much and go to bed. She forces a bright little laugh. Okay, rest well. When he's gone, she presses a hand to her chest and exhales, thank goodness. The drama grows bolder. Another intense kiss fills the screen. Her fingers touch her lips as her mind spins. Does kissing really feel that good? People say sex changes how you see the world. 25 and still single, she groans, grabs a handful of hair. So what? I don't even have a guy to try it with. Curled in cherry pajamas, she mutters with a half laugh, half sigh, as if to jinx herself, as if I'd ever have a love life. Snap out of it and go to sleep. She gathers her things and shuffles down the hall, bare feet whispering across wood toward the guest room. The mattress welcomes her with a soft sigh. Ah, that's nice. Her palm lands on something warm and solid. She freezes. Huh? What's this? She lifts her head and jolts. Jaehyeon is there, asleep and shirtless beside her. Jaehyeon? Why is he here? Heat floods her face as her heart thumps. Right, this used to be the guest room. He must have always slept here when he visited. Her eyes drift over his calm, sleeping face. Jaehyeon, are you asleep? No answer, only the slow, even tide of his breathing. She drinks him in, wide-eyed. Wow, his chest is so broad. How much does he work out? And those abs. Her finger inches closer. Just for a second, it'd be okay to touch them, right? A light tap, a tiny gasp. Amazing he's so firm. Heat pricks her cheeks. Ha, I feel kind of strange. Her gaze slips lower. I'm curious about what it looks like down there, too. Would a little peek be okay? She grips the blanket, hesitates, then what the hell, just one little look. The cover lifts. Black sweatpants, drawstrings. She deflates, mortified and amused all at once. Figures? What was I even expecting? Why did I think he'd sleep completely naked? Her eyes climb back to his face and stall on his mouth. But what would it feel like to kiss those lips? Curtains leak a faint wash of light across the bed as she inches closer, cherry fabric rustling. In the drama, they looked like they enjoyed it. Maybe just a quick secret, her palm presses into the sheet, heartbeat drumming. She leans in. A soft kiss, warm and tentative, and his eyes open. They hover a breath apart. Suji, he says evenly, what are you doing? She jerks back, hands flying to her mouth. It's not what it looks like. He rakes a hand through his hair, gaze steady. What were you trying to do to my lips just now? The mattress dips as he shifts over her, close enough to share warmth. If you were trying to take advantage of a sleeping man, he adds, shouldn't you at least offer an excuse or an apology? Words tumble out, thin and shaky. No, it's not like that. You were undressed and I just, even I think that sounds ridiculous. His eyes narrow. So you thought it was okay to kiss me because I was undressed? Silence stretches her cheeks burn while the sheets whisper like a held breath. I'm sorry, Jaehyeon, she manages, hiding behind her hands. I was just curious what a kiss would feel like. A flicker of surprise crosses his eyes. Wait, you've never kissed anyone before? She shakes her head. I acted without thinking. His tone softens. First of all, what you did wasn't a kiss. You're right, it was a peck, he says, calm and unflinching. He shifts closer. The brush of his hip startles her. Then, how do you kiss? His hand finds her chin, thumb gentle. Open your mouth, he murmurs. I'll show you what a real kiss feels like. The world tightens to an inch of air. His lips meet hers, sure, unhurried tilting, deepening. He finally draws back, gaze searching, a faint smile at his mouth. How do you feel after kissing me, Suji? Warm lamplight pools across tangled sheets. Her voice is a whisper. It felt so good. He smiles. Aren't you honest? He straightens, steady and intent. Now that you've had your first kiss, shall we try something else? He leans in, voice low and certain. This'll feel even better than a kiss. Suji swallows, cheeks flushed, resolve wobbling. I can't refuse him when he speaks like that. Come here, he says. Let me hold you. She steps into him, heat to heat, until the world narrows to heartbeats and breath. Ah, the sound slips out, surprised and sweet. An NG, Jaehyeon, I can't. His murmur is close to her ear. Suji, does it feel good? She clings to him, eyes soft with wonder. Ha, I've never felt this way before. Somewhere in the back of her mind a dry, stunned thought. Lance, my brother's friend, the man I've known for 25 years, is a complete pervert. Jae-hyeon, please, stop. But the door stands closed and quiet, as if guarding a secret the night has only just taught them to keep. Morning spills across white sheets, catching on 2 sets of bare feet tangled at the bed's edge. Jaehyeon sleeps on his back, one arm behind his head. Suji rests on his shoulder, breathing slow, hair spread like dark silk. She stirs, lashes. Fluttering, then clarity hits. She jerks upright with a small gasp. Heart racing, she slips from the bed and tiptoes out, heels tapping softly. I must have lost my mind, she thinks, skirting down the hall. In the bathroom, water hisses to life. She cups her hands beneath the stream, cool relief steadying her. What on earth did I do with my brother's friend? A flash of last nightly. Deep kiss, mingled breaths, bodies pressed close. Trying to smooth her hair. A knock sounds. Suji freezes. Who is it? Could it be Hotae? She wipes her hands and steps into the hall. The door swings open to her brother. What? I thought you might not make it till the weekend. You're early. He steps in, brow knit. Why do you care when I come in? Did Jaehyeon not come by yesterday? Huh. He said he didn't know you were alone. And he texted sorry for suddenly showing up. The hallway handle clicks. Jaehyeon appears in a loose black tee, hair tousled. Oh, you're here? Didn't you say you might not make it back today? Hoda's gaze sharpens. Why were you in Suji's room? A beat. Jaehyeon blinks, then smiles faintly. Wait, that's Suji's room. Hotae exhales. You punk didn't know? Well, it was yours before she moved in, so I guess that's understandable. He pats Suji's shoulder. Look at you, so mature. You even gave up your bed. She laughs nervously. It just felt wrong to wake someone sleeping. See, you're getting the hang of social life. You even made a good impression on the CEO's son. Her eyes widen. What? Whose son? You didn't know? I couldn't get you into the company. Jaehyeon pulled some strings. Heat floods her face. She bows quickly. Thank you. Chi and Suji, what are you doing? Jaehyun's calm voice rattles her. She forces a smile. Well, I have plans with a friend, so she slips away, leaving the 2 men in. Silence. Later, Hotae yawns. I'm crushing. Jaehyeon, do what you want. The apartment falls quiet. Jaehyeon sinks onto the couch, raking his hair. Ha, I'm a special kind of trash, even if she made the first move. How could I do that with my friend's little sister? A blush creeps up Suji, no longer the kid he remembers, soft. And luminous, he scolds himself. Then another memory, a little Suji clutching flowers, declaring she'd marry him. What if she still likes me? He straightens. After what happened, I can't pretend it was nothing. I absolutely can't let it go. Monday at KP Tower, Suji clicks at her mouse, trying to outrun her thoughts. Worst Monday ever? Please don't let me run into him, Miss Chio Suji. She jumps Jaehyeon, stands in a dark suit. Let's talk in my office. Inside, 2 coffees steam on the table. He sits, legs crossed. She perches opposite. I'm not speaking as your superior today, he says gently. Is that okay? She nods. I want to apologize for yesterday. I was drunk, but that's no excuse. I lost control. I'm sorry. Relief loosens her. She blurts, please keep what happened a secret, especially from my brother. Let's just say it never happened. His eyes narrow. What specifically shouldn't I tell him? You harassing your superior? Or taking my virginity and pretending nothing happened? Her brain stutters. It's true I kissed you first, but you kissed me back. And as for taking your virginity, technically you didn't. She stops. So, didn't you kiss me because you like me? She drops her gaze. Please don't misunderstand. Back when I was little, I only clung to you because you were nice. That was childish. Something closes in his eyes. Then that's a relief, I'll take it that way. You may leave now. Yes, sir? She walks out beside him, the air suddenly cold. Did I say something wrong? Back at her desk, she forces focus. A soft sigh drifts. Director Hee-soo from HR stands there, arms crossed. Is there something wrong with my work? No, carry on. She walks away, leaving Suji unsettled. By week's end. There's a company dinner today. Suji perks up. Find 3 servings minimum. The restaurant glows warm. She spots her brother laughing, then sees him. Jaehyeon. She bows stiffly and takes a seat, silence stretching between them. Great. So uncomfortable. She arrives at the barbecue table, bowing politely while clutching her bag. Laughter ripples around her, and the moment feels painfully awkward. Across the grill, a dark-haired man lifts his gaze, silent, watching. Suji's jaw tightens, a bead. She sits stiffly under the weight of glances. A cheerful coworker offers a drink. You must be tired from all the overtime. Suji, here, have something refreshing. Her smile masks the thought. As I don't even know anymore, picking up her chopsticks, she reminds herself Hanwoo isn't something she gets to eat often. Her resolve clicks into place. 3 servings just as planned. Later, outside the room, she rubs her stomach with a dazed smile. So full, but the dining hall is nearly empty. Where did everyone go? Of course, eating with higher-ups is awkward. No one from HR remains. A senior executive waves her over. Hey, HR team, come sit. Executive Director Park. Young-do, the man who crushed her confidence at her interview. Memories sting. Back at the table, she notices he's seated right in front of Jaehyeon. Park smiles. Your name again? Cheon Suji? Oh, right, I remember you said your alcohol tolerance was 2 bottles. Quite rare these days. Here, a full glass. Seriously? He remembers that, but not my name. Okay, bottoms up. A hand suddenly takes the glass from her. Jaehyeon downs it in one smooth gulp. Director Park, pressuring new hires to drink isn't a good look these days. Park laughs it off. Suji's heart warms. Did he take it so she wouldn't have to? As the night flows, she relaxes with her peers, unaware of Jaehyeon's eyes lingering on her. What will she do if she gets drunk like that? A coworker leans in. Where do you live, Suji? I'll give you a ride. His hand rests at her back. From a distance, Jaehyeon's fist tightens, but before he can act, Hotae, come here, a silver-haired man grins. Well, look who it is, Director CO Jaehyeon, he calls sharply, Cheon Suji. Get over here, she pouts drunkenly. Who are you to tell me? What? How much did you drink? Want to embarrass yourself in front of everyone? Even if they bicker, Hotae cherishes his younger sister. He pulls her away while the would-be chauffeur mutters, I was just trying to help. Hotae slings an arm around Jaehyeon. You're the only one. For me, after all. Jaehyeon's chest sinks. Yeah, Suji's right. We should pretend it never happened, if he knew what I did with his sister. Later at home, Hotae scolds, we said we wouldn't act like we knew each other at work. Everyone already knows. We're siblings, Suji huffs. Still. We're on different teams, don't talk to me in front of others. She stomps away, thinking, people only guessed because Hotae acted familiar from day one. Maybe Director Hee-soo hates that. Showered and drowsy, Suji collapses on her bed, then freezes. Jaehyeon's voice echoes in her head. Don't worry, I'll make you feel good. Face burning, she buries under the covers. Every time I lie down. That day comes back. Locking her door, she changes into a light floral nightdress and lies back, staring at the ceiling. His voice, his gaze, her cheeks flush, heartbeat quickens. She fidgets under the sheets, letting the memory wash over her before forcing herself to settle. Tomorrow might be awkward, she whispers, but that's tomorrow. Morning comes. At the office, a coworker checks in. She brushes it off. Her phone buzzes. Hyuna, meet at Itaewon Station at 7. She hides her smile. A secret plan for something special. The day drags until the clock finally frees her. She grabs her bag, heart light. In the elevator, she greets, hello. Director, their shoulders almost brush. He notices the soft scent she carries. A jolt draws his eyes to her shopping bag, neat ribbon, a dress, glossy heels. It's Friday. His chest tightens. The door is open. She hurries out, already on the phone. Hyuna, I'm on my way, wait for me. Through the glass doors, the cab whisks her away. Jaehyeon stands on the curb, watching the taillights fade into the night. The city hums, but the quiet in his chest is louder than ever. Asterisk evening settles over downtown, neon lights reflecting off the glass facade of a small cafe. Inside, Hyuna sits with a half-melted lime drink, absently scrolling through her phone. The door chimes and Suji bursts in, breathless but smiling. Hyuna, I'm sorry, did you wait long? Hyuna looks up from her screen, shooting a mock glare. Are you kidding me, Suji? You couldn't hurry up? Suji bows quickly, hands clasped. Sorry. But at least you had time to people watch. Right? The edge in Hyuna's voice softens. This is Lee Hyuna Suji's real best friend since elementary school. Across from each other in the city, Suji feels her heart swell. I can't believe I have a job now. And I'm here with Hyuna. Hyuna leans in, ice clinking in her glass. So, how's work treating you? Suji hesitates, her thoughts drifting not to work, but to her real excitement for tonight. Her first time clubbing. A few days ago, it started with a phone call. Ha, Hyuna. It's almost Friday and I'm going to spend it at home doing nothing again. I thought getting a job would mean more excitement, like finally going to a club. I never did in college. What? You've never been to a club? Yeah, I had a curfew back then. And after moving to Seoul, I got too busy and too scared to go alone. Hyuna laughed. Then I'm saving you. This weekend, you're coming with me. Really? Love you, bestie. Should we eat and go right after? Suji asks eagerly. What? No, peak times after midnight. Midnight? I start falling asleep by 11. Then wake up. We'll dance until sunrise. It's Saturday tomorrow. Suji gulps. Tonight's going to be a real first. Hyuna smirks. So what have I? You even been doing in Seoul? No clubs, no boyfriend, just work? Suji freezes. No clubs, no boyfriend. Wait, did you meet someone? And no. Suji protests, but Hyuna tugs her cheeks. Please, I've known you forever, don't lie. Finally, Suji blurts, almost. Did it with a guy? Hyuna bolts upright. What? We didn't. I said almost. With who? Blushing, Suji mutters, my brother's friend. Hyuna studies her. Your brother's friend. Wait, was it that really handsome one? The tall guy who bought us tteokbokki in high school? Suji stammers. How do you even remember that? Hyuna grins. It was him, wasn't it? So was. It good? I told you, nothing happened. It almost did. That still counts. Boring, Hyuna teases. Suji's inner voice groans. As if I tell her I literally fell and smacked my butt into his face. Didn't you like him back? Then, who said that? You told me you had a crush, wasn't it him? It was just teenage nonsense, Suji insists. And this time was just a drunken mistake. She waves it off. Besides, he's not my type. In truth, she once liked Jaehyeon. But that was years ago. Hyuna squeezes her hands. Fine. Then let's reel in a hot guy tonight. You think it's that easy? Of course. Just dress bold half naked if you have to. Cut to the restroom. Suji steps out in a fitted black dress and choker, cheeks pink. Do I look okay? Perfect. You should wear heels more often, Hyuna says. Who would I wear them for? They're torture. In the mirror, Suji barely recognizes herself. Soft waves, a touch of shimmer. Here, take this. Hyuna slips a lip gloss into the neckline of Suji's dress. What's this? It's practical, trust me. She shakes Suji's shoulders playfully. Just do what your best friend tells you. They head out. Oh wait, I need to make a call, Suji says. Who? My brother. Gotta tell him I'm sleeping at your place. She steps away, dialing. 25 and still lying just to stay out. Hello. He answers. I'm staying with Hyuna tonight, she chirps. Where are you really going? I told you, you punk. Your sugary voice is suspicious. Ooh, whatever. She hangs up, exhaling. That should do it. A tap on her shoulder. Toke. She turns with a smile, then freezes. You? Jaehyeon's eyes lock on hers, voice sharp. Cheon, Suji. What the hell are you doing here? The night air buzzes with neon light and the hum of the sidewalk. Cheon Suji, what are you doing here? Jaehyun's voice cuts through as he steps in front of her. She stiffens. What about you? Why are you here? Why am I not allowed? To go to Itaewon? He fires back, her eyes narrow. Just be honest, you've been following me since I left work, haven't you? In her mind, she's certain. He wouldn't be here otherwise. His gaze sweeps over her. Tell me the truth, are you planning to hit on guys at the club dressed like that? That's not true. And even if it was, what does it matter to you? She shoots back, though her heart stumbles. How could he know what she was thinking? And hearing it out loud makes her feel completely exposed. With a quiet sigh, Jaehyeon shrugs off his jacket. That's enough. Put this on. He drapes it over her shoulders. Sugi blinks, cheeks warming as the street noise fades into a sudden stillness. From a nearby cafe window, Hyuna watches the two on the sidewalk. Jaehyeon, please leave. My friend is waiting for me, Suji says. You want me to just walk away after seeing this? He challenges. Yes, go your own way. What if I won't? Why are you doing this? He steps closer, voice low. While I'm being nice, why don't you just go home? She pouts, but his tone softens. Stop pouting and call your friend. I'll buy you dinner something good and then we'll head home. I don't want to. No matter what you say, I'm going to the club tonight. I've never been to one before. He grabs her wrist. Haven't you seen the news? Things happen in places like that and you still want to go? How old do you think I am? I'm not a kid. It's because you're not a kid that I'm even more worried. Ooh, let me go. I said I'm going. His patience snaps. If you keep this up, I'll call your brother right now. Wouldn't it be better if we ended this here? Her eyes flash. That's low. The threat lands hard. If Hotae finds out, she'd be dragged home immediately. It's unfair, but she has no choice but to back down. And Hyuna is still waiting. They return to the cafe. Jaehyeon greets her politely, introducing himself as Suji's brother's friend. Hyuna startles, blushes, then excuses herself with a smile. I'm sorry, something urgent came up. I'll leave first. Suji, I'll call you later. Hyuna? Suji watches her go, guilt twisting in her stomach. She was already an hour late, and now Jaehyun's sudden appearance only made it worse. It's a shame your friend left, he says. Let's go eat. Would you even be able to eat in a situation like this? I'm buying you. Steak. He replies instantly. Steak? Since the club's off the table, she might as well enjoy a good meal. Then I'll have the tenderloin. Okay, he smiles. There's a good place nearby. As they walk, his arm rests lightly over her shoulders. In the crowd, he glances at her, amused she followed just for food. But when his eyes catch the neckline of her dress, heat rushes to his cheeks. The moment he saw her outside the cafe earlier, something shifted. Long legs, delicate ankles, a slim waist, and a dress far bolder than her usual style, it suited her in a way that made her seem suddenly older. Every lingering stare from passing men grated on him, and without thinking, he told the taxi driver, follow that car. Maybe it wasn't just worry. Maybe it was something more. They walk side by side, the streetlights glinting above. At the steakhouse terrace, plates arrive. Suji sits in silence, cheeks puffed in quiet annoyance. Honestly, using my brother's name to threaten me? That's just petty, she mutters. It can't be helped, Jaehyeon says evenly. There's no way I'm letting Hoda's little sister walk into a club dressed like that. But it's fine. As long as I don't accept drinks, right? Even if you don't drink, things can still go wrong. He studies her. Why are you so set on going to the club anyway? You wouldn't understand, she answers softly. Maybe it seems childish, but I have my reasons. Reasons? When I lived with my parents, I never got to enjoy a trip. I had a curfew home by 9. I never went to the club my friends went to. I've never even been in a relationship. She falls quiet, propping her cheek on her hand. Jaehyeon watches her, then speaks. Then, do you want to go out with me? What? Her thoughts scramble. Never dated gives go out with me gives date me? He quickly clarifies, I'm asking if you want to go to the club with me. Okay, she says, nodding. Inside, her heart still races. She thought for a moment he meant something more. Suji, still glowing from dinner, suddenly blurts out, and no, that's not it. Let's go together. Side by side, they walk through the evening streets, her heels clicking softly, his steps steady beside hers. Soon, the crowd outside the club swallows them into another world. Neon lights flash, bass shakes the air, and Suji feels the energy buzzing all around. What are all these people searching for here? She wonders. After a pause, she admits quietly, Jaehyeon, I thought I'd become a city girl, but maybe not. He looks at her surprised. Why not? I've never been anywhere like this. It feels surreal, almost like a movie. A faint smile softens his face as they weave through laughter, couples and street chatter until the club entrance comes into view. There it is, Jaehyeon points. Want to go in? Her eyes brighten instantly. Yes, of course. The moment they step inside, music and lights crash over them. The DJ hypes the crowd, people dance shoulder to shoulder, and the floor shakes with bass. Suji gasps, her hand flying to her lips. So this is what a club feels like. It's amazing, she whispers, voice swallowed by the noise. Jaehyeon leans close, trying to speak over the pounding beat. It's hard to hear with all this noise, don't you think? What? Suji shouts back, shaking her head. He leans even closer, their faces only inches apart. It's hard to hear, he repeats, steady, since it's so noisy here. Her breath catches, cheeks flushing. Then he lowers his head, his lips brushing the shell of her ear. How about now? Can you hear me? Suji freezes, her whole body tingling. Why, yes. It's clearer, she stammers, her pulse racing. Jaehyeon stiffens too, a faint blush creeping across his face. The music roars around them, but for the two of them time itself seems to slow. Suji tugs closer, eyes sparkling. Jaehyeon! We should dance too. I practiced for today, I watched every video out there. I'll show you the result. Jaehyeon bites back a smile but can't help it cheons Suji. You look like an idol, but that dance. Suji bursts into her routine, earnest and chaotic. Yahoo! She shouts, sparkling with energy. Jaehyeon just watches, amused, then slides a bottle toward her. Now drink this. Did you fulfill your wish? He lifts his own bottle firm. Let's drink and then head out. The beat thunders on as Suji protests. It's my first time at a club. How can we leave already? You'll get in trouble. You think I'll let you come alone next time? Then I'll just come back with Hyuna. She pouts. He checks his watch, sighing. Fine, we'll stay until 1 a.m., okay? She beams. On the crowded floor, Suji gets nudged by dancers. Jaehyeon! I'm going to the restroom for a bit. I'll walk you, he says, slipping an arm around her shoulders. She softens inside somehow. I feel safe when I'm with him. In the restroom mirror, she gasps. Oh no, my makeup's a mess. And my bag's at the entrance. She digs into her neckline, pulling out a tiny lip gloss. As she fixes her lips, a girl nearby giggles. That man is so handsome, right? Of course, they're talking about Jaehyeon. When she returns, she beams. Jaehyeon, did you wait long? I'm Feeny. She stops cold. A group of girls has circled him. Did you come alone? Want to have fun with us? Jealousy spikes. What is this? You acted like you didn't care, and now you're just standing there. She waves big. Jaehyeon, I'm here already. He turns calm. Ah, my girl's here. I should get going. Her heart skips. Did he just say I'm his girl? Jaehyeon, let's leave now. Okay, she clings to his sleeve as they walk out. I know you only said that to keep those girls away, so why is my heart pounding like this? Cut to a cozy bar, warm lights, clinking glasses. How was today? The bartender asks. It was so much fun. I don't think I've ever had this much fun before. Suji laughs, cheeks pink. She twirls her straw, bashful. But honestly, I don't really know how to dance. Jaehyeon watches her quietly, thoughtful as the night softens around them. Seeing her smile like this, maybe I'm the one who feels prouder. I want to make her laugh again. Outside, the city glows at 4 a.m. He raises a hand for a taxi. Not sure if we can catch one at this hour. Suji tugs his sleeve. Jaehyeon, what is it? Can we go somewhere else and just have one more drink? He's gentle but firm. No, we can't. You've already had too much. We should stop and go back home. It's 4 a.m. Her cheeks flush. Jaehyeon. She hesitates, then blurts, If I go home like this and Shinote sees me, I'm done for. Jaehyeon falls silent, eyes softening as she clings to his sleeve. And the night hangs on a decision. The night air cooled the heat of the club as they stepped outside. Jaehyun's expression turned serious. You really shouldn't trust guys that easily. Suji lowered her gaze, still wrapped in her little black dress. But I can't go. Home looking like this. He fell quiet, offering no reply, only a thoughtful glance. A taxi pulled up. Jaehyeon leaned to the window. Seoul Road, 2 people. The city lights blurred past. In the back seat, Suji drifted into sleep, her head resting lightly as the driver finally said, Sir, we're here. The door opened. Suji blinked awake and followed him out. He remained silent, leading her through the quiet apartment complex. He's been so quiet since the taxi. Did he get mad because I was stubborn? The elevator chimed. Ding. The floor number lit up -24 at his place. The keypad beeped and the door unlocked. Inside, Jaehyeon slipped off his jacket and draped it over her shoulders. Rest, I'm going out for a bit. Suji blinked. Huh? At this hour? I'll be back soon. The door clicked shut. She stood frozen, glancing around. Wow. This place is way fancier than I thought. I knew his family was wealthy, but I didn't realize he was the CEO's son. Her feet ached. She slipped off her heels with a wince. Having fun isn't as easy as it looks. Drowsiness crept in. I should freshen up before he's back, but I'm so sleepy. She pulled his jacket close, sank into the couch, and closed her eyes, just for a moment until he returns. The latch turned. The door opened. Jaehyeon stepped inside and froze. Suji lay curled on the sofa, fast asleep, breathing softly under his jacket. His face warmed. He knelt beside her. Suji, you're not supposed to sleep here. Wake up. Don't want 5 more minutes? Right, she was still tipsy. He sighed. Good grief. What if you wake up with a stiff neck? With a gentle shake of his head, he slipped his arms beneath her. Carefully, he lifted her in a bridal carry down the quiet hallway he walked, her head resting against his shoulder. I'll move you to my bed so you can sleep better. The bedroom glowed softly. As he carried her inside, he eased her down onto the bed. She was out cold, cheeks flushed, breathing even. Completely unguarded, Jaehyeon lingered at her side, eyes fixed on her face. Cheon Suji? Sleeping here without a care, but his gaze lowered to her lips. He swallowed, hand trembling as he reached. Out, her lashes fluttered. Jaehyeon, what are you doing? He froze, then whispered, Suji, you're so pretty. I wanted to kiss you. I haven't been able to stop looking at your lips. Their faces hovered close, breaths mingling, a confession burning in the air, and then the tension snapped. He leaned in and kissed her. She gasped softly, cheeks blazing. In the heat of the moment, something pressed against her neckline. He paused, frowning. Huh, what's this? He pulled out a small tube. Lip gloss? Why were you carrying this tucked in your top? Suji flustered. You don't need to know. He studied it, a hint of jealousy in his tone. Who are you trying to look good for, carrying this? It's not like that, He twisted the cap and gently brushed it across her lips. Well, he murmured, his voice softening, it does look pretty on you. Suji touched her mouth, eyes sparkling. Jaehyeon, did you know? Lip gloss is actually safe to eat. His expression hardened. Jealousy flickered again. He held up the tube. So, which guy were you planning to let eat this off you? Suji. Startled, clutching at her dress. What are you talking about? I'm the one who ends up eating most of it. Her cheeks turned crimson as a memory struck. She lowered her hand, her voice small but steady. Besides, you just had some. Too, when we kissed. Silence filled the room. Suji blinks awake, a wave of déjà vu hitting her. This is the second time. Her heartbeat quickens, memories of last night's kiss flashing like flowers in bloom. She shoots upright, panicked. I must be crazy. Once can be a mistake, but twice I was out of my mind. Quietly, she tiptoes across the floor. Okay, just get home fast. By the time she slips out, evening has already fallen. A shopping bag in hand, she hails a taxi. In the back seat, she chews her lip. I can't say I didn't give off signals. But would he really take a drunk person seriously? What could he possibly be thinking? The car eases to a stop. We've arrived, the driver says. Suji exhales, bracing herself. The door clicks open. She steps inside, trying to look calm. On the couch, her brother glances up. Oh, you're back now? Her smile stiffens into a cover. Act normal. Confident, don't look suspicious. She snaps fast, flipping the focus. Who cares what time I got home? Did you do the laundry? It's your turn, and you didn't even make food, did you? I told you, housework's on your day off. Her brother clutches his head. Why are you yelling the second you walk in? Suji breezes past with her bag on her shoulder. View, fooling Hotae is like taking candy from a baby. Outside, the cool night wind brushes her cheeks. Why is it that things never go how I want whenever I'm with Jaehyeon? Cut to a quiet room. Jaehyeon's eyes open, steady but unreadable. What is he thinking now? Morning light drifts across his room. Jaehyeon blinks awake. She left already. Then the thought sinks in. I'm 35, a perfectionist. I don't make messes. But around Suji? Everything's different, sneaking. Out to a club, rushing to a convenience store for a condom, all firsts. All because of her. He exhales, gaze softening. I know she's younger, it's complicated, but these feelings. I can't stop them. His hand hovers over his phone. Did she get home safely? He hesitates, then makes a decision. Like Suji said, it's a little cheap. But I'll use the Hotae card again just to make sure she's safe. The weekend arrives and a phone buzzes with new messages. Weekend, what are you doing? Hotae replies casually, I'll just rest at home today. But when pressed about tomorrow, he laughs through text. No, I'm driving to my hometown. With Cheon Suji, I'll be exhausted. Cut to Jaehyeon holding his phone, his eyes widen in shock. Moments later, a car pulls into a familiar neighborhood. The front gate swings open and Suji's mom rushes out, arms wide. How long has it been, my daughter? Suji runs into her embrace, laughing. Mom, I'm home. The two spin in a tight hug, warmth overflowing. Work's been tough. Hasn't it? Her mom asks, fussing. Suji nods, smiling through her exhaustion. Dad, Dad. Suji runs to him next, throwing her arms around him. Behind them, Mom grabs Hotae's cheeks. My handsome boy. The family steps inside together, warm light spilling from the doorway. For Suji, it feels like home after so long. The living room soon buzzes with chatter. Mom leans toward Hotae, curious. How's Suji doing at work? Is she managing well? Hotae shrugs between bites of a snack. I'm in development, she's in HR, but I hear she's got a knack for it. Across the room, Suji blinks in surprise. Wow, not bad-mouthing me for once. Her mom smiles proudly. Suji's always been so. Skillful since she was little. By the way, Hotae, do you have a girlfriend? He nearly chokes. But Mom presses harder. Kyungi already has 2 grandkids. When are you showing me yours? Chaos fills the room. Cheon Suji, help me, I just complimented you. But Suji slips away. I'm thirsty. Later, she stirs awake from a nap, stretching lazily. I slept so well. Sliding the door open, she walks toward the dining room, smiling. Mom, what's the side D? Her words cut short. The table is full. Her parents, Hotae. And an unexpected guest, ARG. At the head of the table sits Jaehyeon, calm and composed under her family's gaze. Suji's heart lurches into a sprint. Why is Jaehyeon? The dining room falls quiet as Suji steps in only to freeze in her tracks. At the table sits Jaehyeon, composed, smiling as if he belongs there. Her throat tightens. Anyone would be surprised to see a senior from work at their own house. Suji forces herself into polite mode, bowing stiffly. Why yes, hello Jaehyeon. But inside, her thoughts spin out of control. Why is he here? Why is someone who should be in Seoul sitting at my family's table? Lunch continues, bowls clinking, her parents fussing warmly. Are you going to visit your mother? They ask. Yes, he answers, though his eyes keep drifting back to Suji. Their gazes lock, her heart stutters. Did he really come all this way for me? No, that can't be right. Then her mom drops another question. Jaehyeon, you're not married. Yet, are you? Maybe you could introduce a nice young lady to Hotae. He answers smoothly, unshaken. I haven't met the right person yet, but I'll see if I can find someone for Hotae. A sudden kick. Under the table jolts her. Ack! Cheon Suji. Hotae snaps. Mind your own business. I've got loads of girls who like me. She rubs her knee with a pout, then suddenly feels another. Hands slip over it, warm, steady. Jaehyeon's. His fingertips brush hers as if nothing happened. His expression calm as ever. Her face burns. Is he really touching my knee right now? She dares a glance. He meets it with a small, composed smile. Her cheeks flare crimson, her pulse impossible to control. Around the table, everyone eats and laughs as though nothing is happening except for her. Because of him, I can't even take a bite. She forces herself to breathe. Right, he didn't come here for me. He said he's visiting his mother. This is just a stop along the way. Jaehyeon rises from the table, polite as always. Thank you for the meal. I'll go visit my mother now. Her parents see him off warmly. He nods, then adds, yes, I should also greet Suji before I leave. A knock at her door. Suji, can you open up for a bit? She cracks it open, startled. Jaehyeon? Quiet, close. You're leaving now? Yes, but can we meet at the playground in 30 minutes? Her heart leaps. Huh? Why? His eyes don't waver. Because there's something I need to tell you, just the two of us. The minutes crawl until she slips on her slippers. Mom, I'm going out for a snack. From the couch, Hotae smirks. What? Going to smoke? Her fist tightens, but Mom smacks him. Don't say that to your sister. He groans, then adds shamelessly, fine, bring my favorite chips. Suji exhales. Why is it so hard just to leave this house? Evening light spills across the playground. Jaehyeon sits on a bench, waiting. Jaehyeon. She calls, running up breathless. You're late, he says calmly. That's because Hotae was being a nuisance. He turns serious. I'll make sure nothing bad happens to you. Her hand flies to her chest. What about my brother? He'll be shocked at first, Jaehyeon admits. But if I talk to him seriously, he'll understand, especially if we're truly in a relationship. He looks her straight in the eye. Then let's try being serious. His voice is firm, unwavering. Do I look like I came all this way on a whim? I could lose my best friend over this. I wouldn't take that risk if I didn't mean it. Suji swallows hard. When I see that determination, I can't keep hiding behind Hotae as an excuse. But the idea of Jaehyeon, my boss, my first love, terrifies me. He's admired by so many. It feels like too much pressure. And he's Hotae's best friend. Even if we broke up, we'd be stuck facing each other forever. She clenches her fists. Jaehyeon, I just got through a rough patch. It's only been 3 months since I started this job. If people find out, my family will make a huge fuss. I don't want to cause trouble before I've even settled in. His tone softens. So it's just bad timing? Then how about I wait for you? Suji's breath catches until a voice cuts through. What are you two doing over there? Hotae strides up, a plastic bag swinging. What? Why are you here? Suji blurts. Me? Mom's shoulder hurts, so I bought her a patch. He eyes Jaehyeon. Didn't you say you were visiting your mom? I already did, Jaehyeon replies. Smoothly. I came to say hello and I have work tomorrow. I was about to leave, but I ran into Suji by chance. The word coincidence stings. Suji freezes. Hotae squints. Suji, didn't you go out for snacks? Where are they? Were you actually smoking? Suji snaps. I told you I don't smoke. And even if I did, I'm 25. Why is it your business? Hotae shrugs, half teasing, half protective. Why would I buy you a lighter? Smoking ruins your lungs. I'm worried about you. They bicker like children until Jaehyeon steps in gently. Mom's waiting, go on ahead. Hotae stomps off, muttering. Silence lingers. Of all times, Hotae had to show up. Our talk got sliced in half. Suji tilts her face to the sky. Logically, I should reject him. But my heart won't listen. What am I supposed to do with these feelings? Suji hugged her mother tightly, whispering a promise. Mom, I'll come again. Her face buried in her mother's shoulder, while her father and Hotae watched with gentle smiles. On the highway, sunlight flashed across the signs. Jaehyeon drove in steady silence. Ahead, a black car slid toward the tunnel while Suji gazed out the window, lost in thought. To Jaehyeon. To Suji, both wrestled with the same question, what should I say if we meet again? Suji sighed, her hand brushing the seatbelt. She never imagined something like this would happen with someone she'd known since childhood. A memory surfaced, tiny hands pounding on a desk. Hotae, play with me. Play with Suji. Two boys in school uniforms hesitated, torn between patience and annoyance. Cheon, Suji, go away. I'm studying, Hotae snapped. Her lips trembled before bursting into tears. You don't want to play with me. That's when Jaehyeon leaned in, gentle as spring. Suji, should I play with you? He swooped her into the air like an airplane. Her laughter rang out. I love planes. I love Jaehyeon the most. Back in the present, Suji's cheeks warmed as she stared out the car window. Sigh. With the Jaehyeon I used to know. At the office, the copier finally came back to life, breaking the spell of memory. Sorry for delaying your lunch, a coworker apologized. It's nothing. Suji smiled, relieved. She drifted toward the cafeteria. Steam rose from the buffet, trays piled high with food. She filled her plate and found a quiet table. After the whirlwind weekend, the simple rhythm of office life felt grounding. And a small win, the team leader even praised my work, but peace never lasts. Footsteps echoed. A group of executives and team leaders streamed in, trays in hand. Long past the usual lunch hour, Suji's safe haven dissolved. Hello, she greeted, tray clutched. A team leader spotted her. Suji, eating alone because you're late? Come. Sit with us. Her smile froze. Please no. But soon she was steered toward the executive's table. A tray landed beside hers, and when she turned, her breath caught. Jaehyeon sat directly across. The scene mirrored their last encounter. Small talk bubbled up around them, hiking plans, makgeolli, acorn jelly. Suji paled, stomach twisting under. The weight of Johan's calm gaze and the endless chatter of drinks. I think I'm going to be sick. Her plan was simple, eat quickly, then escape. But then, Cheon, Suji, do you have a lover? The table went silent. No, I don't, she admitted. Across from her, Jaehyun's gaze sharpened. Perfect. One executive grinned. You should meet my nephew, 32, works in Uido, tall and very masculine. He flashed a photo on his phone. CJ, I stammered. No, it's fine. Her tray shifted. Jaehyun's hand brushed the edge. Voices pressed in from every side. He's handsome. Just meet him once. Securities? His salary must be good. Suji's chest tightened as her curry grew cold. Her eyes flicked to Jaehyeon. Help me, but he only sat there, chopsticks steady, unreadable. His silence cut deeper than the crowd's pressure. Later, in the hallway, her phone buzzed. Hello, I'm Executive Director Park Young-doo's nephew. Just like that, the blind date became real. Her hands trembled over the screen. What should I do? Panic gave way to politeness. She typed, Hello, I'm Cheon Suji. From the HR team at Gumyang Electronics, a cautious first step sent with a held breath. It was a quiet Saturday afternoon when Suji found herself at a neatly set restaurant table meeting her blind date. Park Jin-woo greeted her with a polite smile. Hello, I'm Park Jin-woo. Suji mirrored the gesture. Hello, I'm Cheon Suji. Even as she spoke, a thought lingered. This didn't feel like a date. Arranged by the executive director, it felt more like an interview than anything romantic. Jin-woo, however, was disarmingly honest. He admitted this wasn't the first time. He had been set up. He even joked that he had heard she liked to drink. More importantly, he reassured her, if we match, great. If not, that's fine too. We can even just be drinking buddies. His words eased her tension. Slowly, the atmosphere lightened. To her surprise, the conversation flowed more naturally than she had expected. The air between them shifted from stiff formality to something almost comfortable. When the meal was over, Suji offered an apologetic smile. She had driven today, so drinking wasn't an option. Jin-woo chuckled, brushing it off with ease. Too bad. Let's do it next time. They parted with mutual smiles, both saying the same words, next time. But outside her complex, the night twisted. Suji stepped out, and Jin-woo, considerate as ever, walked around to accompany her to the door. And there, under the entry lights, stood Jaehyeon. His expression calm, unreadable. For just a beat, Suji's heart stumbled. Was he waiting for her? No, that couldn't be. Not after the silence in the cafeteria. Not today. She straightened her shoulders, determined, and kept walking past him, with Jinwoo at her side. If he could ignore her, then she would ignore him too. But then his voice. Low, steady, cutting through the air. Chan Suji. She stiffened, pretending not to hear, but Jaehyeon stepped forward. His eyes locked on Jinwoo. Do you know him? My brother's FR, Suji began, but Jaehyeon interrupted without hesitation. I'm her boss. The sidewalk thickened with tension. Jaehyeon's voice grew sharper. Do you know why she agreed to this blind date? Because when an executive director arranges it, saying no isn't simple. Jinwoo's expression hardened. I've no reason to listen to you. Jaehyeon didn't flinch. Then you should have. Known better, you should have refused from the start. The words hit like a challenge. Jinwoo's eyes narrowed. For a long moment, the air between them was heavy. An unspoken battle crackling in the doorway. Finally, Jinwoo's frustration broke. Am I really that uncomfortable to be with? He asked, his voice carrying both hurt and anger. If you had a problem, you should have told me, not gone behind my back. Without another word, he turned and walked away. Suji froze, panic rushing through her. What was she supposed to do if he just left like that? Inside, the elevator chimed. 2 pairs of shoes side by side. Suji's patience cracked. Why are you following me? I'm not, Jaehyeon replied calmly. I'm here to see Hotae. She bit back a retort. And if Director Park asks, say it was because of me, her fist tightened. He made it sound so simple. The door opened to Hotae, broom in hand. He blinked in confusion. Why are you two coming in together? Trying to mask everything, Jaehyeon spoke casually. We just ran into each other. Suji came back from her blind date. He seemed okay. Suji's jaw clenched. If he seemed okay, why interfere at all? Hotae grinned, teasing as usual. Suji, you can't get married before me. Her irritation boiled over. Fine, yes, I'll marry him, so what? The words burst out, her cheeks burning as the room fell silent. She stormed into her bedroom, slamming the door. Jaehyeon sank into the couch with a heavy sigh. The truth was, he had nearly interrupted the date himself. He had nearly pulled her away, but he held back, thinking restraint was the wiser choice. Instead, all it had brought was her anger and silence. The night stretched long. Suji never came out again. Morning arrived. Lights spilled over glass towers, another workday beginning. In the office break room, Suji lingered by the coffee machine, her hand tight on the cup as she tried to steady herself. Across the room, laughter filled the air. Coworkers drawn to Jaehyeon, his presence commanding as always. Of course he was popular. The glass door slid open. Executive Director Park stepped in, his face stern. Jeon Suji. She bowed quickly. Hello, Director. His tone was sharp. I heard everything. You embarrassed my nephew. He told me a higher-up was waiting in front of your house. Who was it? Are you seeing someone from our company? Don't lie, tell me the truth. The room went silent. Suji's throat tightened, her mind spinning. She couldn't answer. Then a steady voice cut through the tension. It's me. Her eyes shot up. Jaehyeon stood there in a sharp suit. Unwavering. Calm, collected, stepping forward to take the heat in her place. Director Park froze in place, eyes narrowing. Director Seo Jaehyeon, why were you at Suji's house? But Jaehyeon's answer was calm, steady. He explained that he was simply an old friend of her brother, nothing more. Then, with a polite but sharp edge, he added, Executive Director, could we talk? The air between them turned heavy with tension. Suj, I trailed behind as the two men stepped away. Whispers rippled through the break room, a dozen pairs of eyes following her. She exhaled slowly, her shoulders weighed down by the sudden storm. Inside Seo Jaehyeon's office, the polite mask fell away. His voice cut clean. Pardon me, but please refrain from meddling in personal matters from now on. And then, sharper still, by the time I take over this company, you probably won't even be here. His words were precise, almost surgical, twisting the knife as he reminded the director that if he truly wanted his son's firm to thrive, the atmosphere of the workplace had to change first. The executive director deflated, forced to bow his head. I understand. But out on the floor, rumors traveled faster than email. The team leader leaned against Suji's chair. So, what's your relationship with Director CO? Dozens of eyes burned into her skin, Manager Choi's sharp gaze among them. Suji forced a smile. We're not involved. The leader hummed, unconvinced. None, I've heard things. Office chatter swelled. She tried to redirect Director CO. Is my brother's friend? Nods circled the room, but the teasing came anyway. The age gap, his high standards, his wealth, his height, his looks. If he was so perfect, how could they possibly be involved? She laughed along, but inside, every barb dug deeper. If he liked would that mean his standards were low? The more they spoke, the worse it felt. She wanted to disappear, but overtime chained her to her desk. Days passed. Early Sunday morning, soft light spilled across her room. Suji studied herself in the mirror, a lilac hoodie, leggings, slippers. Will this do? She muttered. Another company hike. Why every weekend? She stepped out into the kitchen and nearly collided with Hotae, who looked her up and down. Are you really hiking dressed like that? He teased, then broke into a grin. It's pretty. Her cheeks warmed. If Hotae says it's pretty. Maybe it is, but aren't you coming too? She asked. I'm not going. We've got overtime. The team lead exempted us. She reached for the milk carton. Then why are you up? Golf lesson with friends. Everyone plays these days. Even Jaehyeon plays with clients. Her hand froze mid-air. So are you going with Jaehyeon? Nah, college friends. Jaehyeon said he has a blind date today. The words hit harder than she expected. Her chest tightened as the office whispers replayed in her head about their age gap, about how someone like him would never look her way. Seriously? He told me he liked me. And now he's going on a blind date? Hotae poked her shoulder, smiling like it was nothing. Hey, Suji, aren't you going? She slumped, a storm cloud of emotions hovering over her slippers. Later that morning, the green 1004 bus hissed to a stop. Suji hopped off, ponytail high, trying to look energetic. But her confidence evaporated when she saw the others decked out in full hiking gear, hats, trekking poles, gaiters. No wonder Hotae had laughed at her outfit. Hope and feature. Gumyang Electronics fighting. The group shouted, charging ahead in neon windbreakers. Wait, weren't we going together? Where's everyone going? Within minutes, she was alone on the trail, lungs burning, legs shaking. Am I really the youngest here, yet the weakest? She stumbled to a stop. I can't walk anymore. Crunch, crunch. Footsteps approached. A tall figure appeared in a gray windbreaker, smiling easily. So you're here? Suji's eyes widened. Department head? He smiled softly. Hotae said you'd be hiking, so I came. Her thoughts raced. Isn't he supposed to be on a blind date later? Is this some kind of warm-up? You must really like hiking, she said, trying to sound casual. Not really, he replied. I just have something to discuss with Director Park Young-do. She gestured up the trail. Director Park's at the front. You should catch up. It's not urgent. I'll talk to him later. His eyes stayed on her. Oh, then I'll get going. She tried to step past him, but his foot slid forward, blocking her path. Beat. Silence. It was clear he hadn't come for the director. He had come for her. Department head, she tried again, flustered. If we go together, people will talk. You said you came to see Director Park go on. I don't want to. And that was just an excuse. Do you think I'd come out here? On a precious Sunday for him? Her breath caught. Then why are you here? His voice was steady. I came to see the precious Cheon Suji on this precious Sunday. Does that answer your question? Her fists clenched. Who are you teasing right now? She stomped away. Suji, wait. He caught up. What's going on with you? She turned sharply. You think I don't know you're going on a blind date after this hike? What? Pick one. Why do you keep bothering me like this, making everything so confusing? Jaehyeon's hands gently closed on her shoulders. Suji, calm down. I'm not going on a blind date. Her eyes widened. Huh? Then, the offer was real. But I turned it down. Feel better now? Her voice faltered. So I misunderstood. I got angry for nothing. Jaehyeon tilted her chin up, his voice low and certain. Suji, admit your feelings and my sincerity. Let's not put this off any longer. And before she could answer, he pulled her into his arms. Go out with me. Jaehyeon pulls Suji into his arms, his voice low but steady. Suji, will you go out with me? Her eyes widen. Jaehyeon. She hesitates, searching for words, but he doesn't give her space to escape. Don't brush it off. Give me an answer, I want to be with you. Suji shifts uncomfortably, her honesty spilling out. I don't really know what I feel. Just hearing you're going on a blind date makes me upset and frustrated. But if we date, I'm scared about work, about my mom. I can't pretend. Not to know you in front of them. His expression softens as he realizes. So it isn't him she's afraid of, it's everything around them. Suji, don't worry, just be yourself. I'll take care of everything else. Their eyes lock and warmth slowly builds between them. She takes a deep breath. Then, let's date. Jaehyun's face lights up, pure joy spilling across his features as he lifts her off the ground. Thank you, Suji. I'll do better, I promise. Still holding hands, they set their pact. Let's keep this a secret for now, especially from Hotae, he whispers. I know. I'll make sure he doesn't notice, she replies. Their fingers lace together, and Suji sneaks a glance. Jaehyun's cheeks are pink. Her heart stirs. Seeing him blush like this. All my fears feel pointless. The Jaehyeon who blushes for me is finally mine, she smiles to herself. At 25, my first real relationship begins. The company hike winds down, and later at the after party, Jaehyeon casually suggests a fix. Start an official hiking club with Manager Park as president. The regular, mandatory hikes are canceled for everyone else. Relief sweeps through the room as coworkers cheer. As expected, Jaehyeon is so smart. Wow, no more forced hiking. When the party breaks up, they play it cool. Suji takes the bus while Jaehyeon pretends to head home by car. A few blocks later, they meet in a quiet alley. Suji slips into his black SUV, still anxious. Could anyone have seen us? She whispers, peeking out the window again and again. He chuckles. Softly, you're like a meerkat, so cute. In the parked car, Jaehyeon cups her cheek. Wait, what are you doing? You're just so cute, Suji. I wanted to kiss you. Is that okay? Her heart skips. She nods, closing her eyes. Their lips meet in a gentle kiss that leaves her cheeks burning. But instead of going home, Jaehyeon drives them to the department store. At the jewelry counter, he slips a diamond ring onto her finger. Jaehyeon, isn't this a bit much for couple rings? I can't even wear it at work. It's fine. We'll get something good now. You can wear it later when it's appropriate. The clerk beams. You two look so perfect together. They wander through the aisles, pushing a cart side by side, dressed casually yet glowing with happiness. To Suji, it already feels like they're newlyweds. It still feels like a dream. I can't believe I'm really dating Jaehyeon. But then a heavier thought creeps in. What about Hotae? How will he react when he finds out? A quick cut flashes to her brother sneezing. Huh? Is Suji talking about me again? Still, she knows Jaehyeon chose her despite the risk. If she keeps doubting, she only drag him down. She clenches her fist in determination. Jaehyeon fighting? He blinks, surprised, then laughs warmly at her sudden cheer. Evening falls. At his place, Jaehyeon hands her fresh clothes and a towel. You've been hiking and running around all day, aren't you uncomfortable? The bathroom here is bigger, so use it. I'll take the other one. Suji nods, slipping into the house slippers before heading to the shower. Steam curls around her as she washes, but her mind replays their kiss. She crosses her arms, pouting slightly. Wasn't a first date supposed to be more fiery, more passionate? She sighs, shaking her head. Whatever, I'll just wash up. Then realization strikes she has no clothes to change into. Staring at her damp pile on the floor, an idea flickers. In movies, the heroine always walks out in the guy's oversized shirt. I've always wanted to try that at least once. Heart racing, she pulls on Jaehyun's crisp white button-down. On her, it's practically a dress. She glances in the mirror. Cheeks flushed. He won't be able to resist this. The door opens, his voice calling gently. Suji, are you done? Ah, Jaehyeon. She steps out, cheeks burning, courage barely holding. I didn't have anything else to wear. Is it okay if I use this? She slips into his oversized white button-down, the fabric nearly a dress on her. Steeling herself, she calls out, "Ah, Jaehyeon." The door opens. He freezes, eyes widening as she stands there in his shirt, sleeves dangling past her hands. "I put on your clothes," she murmurs shyly. "How do I look?" For a long beat, he's quiet, then rubs his neck awkwardly. "I should've prepared a change of clothes for you. Sorry." Her heart drops. Huh, this isn't the reaction I imagined at all. Instead, he gestures her closer. "You must be tired from hiking, right? Come here, I'll give you a massage." "Oh, okay." She lets him guide her to the bed where his strong hands begin kneading the tension from her legs. Her breath stutters. Ah. Surprise fades into warmth, her eyes widening as his touch lingers. Steady and careful. His hands move over her calves, calm and precise. What's up with him today? I even skipped Hanny's on purpose. Does he really not notice? She shifts deliberately. Testing him, he stills. His gaze darkens. "How long are you going to tease me, you little thing?" Her pulse spikes. Leaning closer, his voice drops low. "If you stay still, I'll eat you up properly. Keep this up and you might not make it to work tomorrow. Are you fine with that?" The look in his eyes makes her flush hotter, a shiver of excitement running through her. The room hums with heat as his hand snags a discarded tie. She yelps as Jaehyeon loops it around her wrist. "Jaehyeon? What are you doing?" He chuckles at her flustered face. "Is it uncomfortable?" She bites her lip. "Then untie it for me." "All right," he murmurs, "but if I do, you have to hug me tight." The knot loosens, she throws her arms around him, pulling him close. Their lips meet in a slow, breathless kiss. Heat unraveling between them. Sometimes he feels like a shameless flirt, she thinks, but he's also so warm and reliable. Maybe that's why I like him even more. When she pulls back, cheeks scarlet, she whispers, "Jaehyeon, I have work tomorrow." I should go, but he only smiles. "I'll wash you up. Just stay another hour, okay?" Their shower together quickly escalates, bare feet skimming tile, steam wrapping them as their breaths grow ragged. "Wait, why are you—" "I thought the problem was that you wouldn't pounce," she stammers. "If you want it to end quickly, finish it quickly," Jaehyeon growls. "That's not something I can control." "Ooh, Suji." After that, she loses count of how many more times it happens. By 5 a.m., the door to her house clicks open. Suji tiptoes in, still in her lavender hoodie, but Hotae is waiting. "Chi and Suji, are you crazy? You're only getting home now. Why are you even awake at this hour?" "Mind your own business, go back to sleep." "Are you seriously seeing a guy?" His eyes narrow, she bristles. "What are you even saying?" But as she tries to push past, he leans closer, catching an unfamiliar scent in her hair. His. Suspicion sharpens. "You said you went hiking," he snaps. "But your hair smells like shampoo." "Where did you actually go?" "I told you I went hiking, then stayed with Hyuna. I washed up at her place, we chatted, and I fell asleep." "Call her if you don't believe me." Hotae hesitates, then lowers the phone. "Even if you were with Hyuna, staying out all night is forbidden. Got it? Stop nagging, I'm an adult too." She storms off, slamming the door behind her. Left alone, Hotae clenches his jaw. Chi and Suji, you're definitely hiding something." In Hota's car, Suji fights off a yawn. She barely got any sleep, yet here she is heading straight to work. Her phone buzzes. "Suji, did you eat breakfast?" Jaehyeon's name glows on the screen. She smiles, fingers quick. "Yes, I had some bread." Another text follows immediately. "You should eat rice for breakfast." "What do you mean bread?" Suji giggles and replies with a chubby hamster sticker. Beside her, Hotae glances over suspiciously. "Who are you texting?" smiling. "Like that?" She brushes it off. "Why do you want to know?" "Even if I told you, it's not like you know all my friends' names." "What do you mean friends? Isn't Hyuna the only one you even have?" Her heart skips, but she forces a laugh. "Right. It's Hyuna. Just letting her know I got home safely this morning." Another buzz. "Jaehyeon this time. Let's meet briefly on the 8th floor emergency stairs at 10. Her pulse jumps. Is this what an office romance feels like? Hotae narrows his eyes at her smirk. Something's fishy. At the office, Suji steals herself. She meet Hyuna after work, but first, Jae-hyun, she glances at the clock. 10 already? She slips away, heading for the stairwell. On the 8th floor, she peeks in. Jae-hyun? Before she can finish, he pulls her back into his arms, hand covering her mouth. "MPA, you scared me." He murmurs. They might hear. Use from upstairs or downstairs. His breath brushes her ear. Ha, Suji's scent. Her face burns. Jae-hyun, please don't. It's fine, no cameras here. And no one's coming right now. She hisses. What if someone does? The sound echoes. He only smirks. Should I just transfer you to my department? That way I won't have to wait to see you. We only started dating yesterday, she whispers. I know. He shows her his phone where his calendar is marked. Day 1 together, Suji with a tiny ring icon. Her heart melts. He has this side too. Cute. I really have to get back. I need to upload the recruiting materials. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. Stay a little longer. He steals a kiss before letting her go. Bear with this until you get off work. And keep this weekend free. We're going on a proper first date. She nods, blushing. Okay, I'll keep it free. That evening at a cafe, Suji finally meets Hyuna. Hyuna, I'm sorry about last time. Then treat me to something good today, Hyuna grins. But wait, did you really start dating that guy? Suji nods shyly. Yes. But it's still a secret at work, so please be careful. Hyuna beams. Ha, she and Suji finally dating? I was going to drag you to clubs to pick up guys, but you betrayed me first. Suji folds her hands. Please. And I might have to use your name sometimes. If my brother calls, say it's true I was with you. Hyuna laughs, overprotective legend. Got it. They chat warmly until Suji's phone lights up again. Jaehyeon has sent a picture of food, along with a short message. Arrived at the restaurant with the directors, eating now. Suji smiles softly, imagining him dutifully snapping that picture in front of his colleagues. Hyuna catches the grin. What's so funny? Suji fumbles. Nothing. Let's just eat. Yeah. Right, you're glowing. Hand it over. Hyuna teases, grabbing playfully as the two laugh their way out of the cafe. Suji thinks to herself, now that I'm dating Jaehyeon, even the world that used to feel boring suddenly looks beautiful. Saturday, 4 a.m. Suji yawns as she changes outfits. For the 4th time. Since it's our first date, something fluttery would be better, right? She tiptoes out of the apartment. I'd better sneak out before Hotae wakes up. Outside, she freezes. Jaehyeon is already waiting by his car, looking impossibly handsome even at this hour. Jaehyeon. Suji. They hug in the early dawn, but a security guard rounds the corner. Jaehyeon. Get in the car, people will see. Who's going to see us at this hour? He teases. You never know. Hurry. They slip inside and pull away under a pale morning sky. Where are we going that we had to meet so early? Suji asks, still rubbing her eyes. He only smiles. Can't you tell by looking? Her eyes widen as the car rolls to a stop. She looks up at the sign, the airport. Suji's eyes widen. Jaehyeon, be honest. Where are we going? He smiles. I wanted to take you on a flight for the first time in a while. Her heart flips. A flight? In her mind, a little version of herself giggles. Kihaha, planes are the best. Jaehyeon is the best, but if I stay out again today, my brother will freak out, she worries. Don't. Jaehyeon reassures her. It's just a same-day trip to Jeju. We'll be back tonight, she pouts. And from now on, tell me where we're going in advance. Got it? He teases on the plane. Suji beams. This is actually my first time going to Jeju like this. Really? It's actually my first time flying not for work. Her brows lift. Huh? With a house like his, didn't he travel abroad a lot as a kid? Not even once? She presses. Never traveled, he admits. I was saving it so I could do it with you. Suji's heart skips. His words are sweet, but there's something lonely in his smile. He has everything, looks, brains, background, yet somehow he always seems alone. You never even went on a family trip with your parents? She asks. You know how it is, he says quietly. My parents don't get along, same with me. Her chest tightens. She hooks his arm. Then from now on, let's go everywhere together. Yeah. Later in Jeju, sunlight sparkles across the beach. They savor grilled whole hairtail, sea urchin soup, even stroll part of the famous Ale Trail. Just a warning, I'm not into hiking. Suji complains. Don't worry, we're not doing that. I know you hate exercise. Jaehyeon chuckles. You've got no stamina. She spins. Ack. How do you even know that? On the sand, their teasing heats up. Well, you can't even last long in bed. So of course you wouldn't like working out, he smirks. So that's because you're abnormal. She fires back. He taps his chin. Actually, it's your fault. My fault? Because you're too cute, Suji. Just being around you makes me like this. She flushes crimson. Are you crazy? What if someone sees? She hugs him to hide her face. He laughs. You don't get it. Hugging me like this just makes it worse. I don't care, just calm down already. Eventually, they sit side by side, gazing at the ocean until the moment softens. Is it calm now? She asks. He nods. Narration, it was chaotic. But even messy moments like this made the first date unforgettable. Back at the apartment, Hotae vents to Jaehyeon on the couch. Suji's been acting strange. She used to sleep till noon on weekends, but yesterday she went out at dawn. Jaehyeon tries to keep cool. That's because we went to Jeju. It's the weekend she probably wanted to see a friend. Hotae shakes his head. Nah, you don't know her like I do. On weekends, she's usually one with her bed. Did she go out today too? I think she's home today. Jaehyeon lies smoothly. See? It's not every time. But inside, tension gnaws at him. The siblings really do resemble each other. And thanks to Hotae suddenly showing up, today's date had to be cancelled. Yesterday's trip to Jeju was so rushed he didn't even get to relax with Suji. Then Hotae nudges something by the sofa with his slipper. Huh, what's this? Jaehyeon's eyes widen. Lip gloss? Hotae waves it with a grin. Seo Jaehyeon, what's this? Did you get a girlfriend? Panic. A girlfriend? What are you talking about? Did you give that to me? No way. That's mine. I use that, okay? What? A guy wearing lip gloss? Then can I try it too? Nitrogen monoxide way. Jaehyeon snatches it back, flustered. Hotae laughs. Yep, definitely a girl. Who is it? Spill it. I said it's not like that. I'm dying to know who it is. But before he can press further, he glances at the time. I gotta go. I actually have a blind date today. As they head out, Jaehyeon eyes his outfit. That explains it. You dressed up. What time do you think you'll be done? No idea. If I like her, maybe we'll grab drinks. If not, I'll leave early. Call me after. Why? I'm curious about your love life, that's why. Hotae smirks. Like you're one to talk, you never say anything about yours. Later, at his door, Jaehyeon sighs and checks his phone. On the screen glows a selfie from Jeju, him and Suji smiling together. He exhales, torn. How the hell am I gonna explain this to Hotae? That afternoon, Suji lounges on the couch in her pajamas, hugging a pillow while zoning out at a drama. Her phone buzzes. Jaehyeon, what are you doing? Suji, watching a drama. She blinks. Wait, Jaehyeon? Didn't we postpone today? Because of Hotae, another message pops up. Jaehyeon, got it. I'm coming up now. Let's watch together. Suji bolts upright. What? He's coming now? She stares at her reflection in panic. No way, look at me. I haven't even washed my face. I'm losing my mind. The front door opens. Suji, Jaehyeon calls. I'm in the bathroom, she shouts. I'll be out soon, just watch. TV for now. All right, I'll wait. Under the shower, she scrubs frantically. No matter what, I can't let him see me like this first. But when the water stops, her heart sinks. She forgot to bring clothes. Wrapped in a towel, she peeks. Out. Jaehyeon is calmly watching TV. Thank goodness. If I sneak to my room and change quickly, I'll be fine. Tiptoeing across the floor, her foot slips on a slick spot. Suji? Jaehyeon bolts up as she crashes down. She winces. Ouch. Are you okay? He rushes over, scooping her up with ease. Her face burns. So embarrassing. If this was going to happen anyway, I should have just taken my time. He sets her on the bed. Did you hurt yourself? I'm fine. But let me get dressed first. He shakes his head gently. What are you talking about? You look perfect just like this. His voice drops lower. Let's just go for it. I've been dying to do this since yesterday. Clothes slip to the floor beside the couch. Jaehyeon leans over her, gaze soft, breath warm. Cheon, Suji, you're so beautiful. Her heart races under that look, then with a playful smile. He teases, seems like you've been looking forward to this too. That's not true. She protests before his lips meet hers. A slow kiss deepens, their breaths tangling until he murmurs against her lips. Then I guess it's my turn to savor you. Her cheeks bloom pink as the world around them fades into quiet light. Wait. Suji presses a hand to his chest. What if Tae shows up? If he catches us like this, we're done for. Don't worry, he's not coming, Jaehyeon reassures her. How can you be so sure? He went on a blind date. He'll call me when it's over. You don't need to worry, her blush deepens. Then I guess that's fine. But Jaehyeon doesn't let go of her hand. Instead, his fingers lace with hers, eyes holding hers. Steady. Suji, what are we going to do about this? How long are you going to keep me waiting? The room grows still. Her pulse quickens, her cheeks glow, and her breath catches. Just imagining us going that far makes my whole body feel strange. Her cheeks burn, the thought of where this might lead making her shy. Move aside, no suddenly going at it like this. Okay, got it, he replies, strangely obedient. Why is he suddenly listening so easily? Then, should we get dressed and head out? Maybe find a nice cafe, chat, and have some coffee. Sounds good, but then he smirks. Great, then let's do it one more time before we go out. Of course he'd say that. Later, at a cozy cafe downtown, the atmosphere shifts. Talking with Jaehyeon feels different from chatting with anyone else. It's as if his eyes only see her, like the entire world has narrowed to just the two of them. He smiles warmly across the table, gentle and calm. Suji sips her coffee, cheeks heating. How can he sit there with such a straight face after everything? She mutters, that's kinda annoying. What? Something on my face? He asks, puzzled. No. She laughs quickly. It just feels wasteful to drink and leave right away. He glances at his phone. Looks like we can stay a bit longer. Really? She perks up. Yeah. Hote texted me, apparently he likes the girl from his blind date. He's having another round before heading home. Seriously? A third round on a blind date? I didn't expect that side of Cheon Hote. Jaehyeon chuckles. Why? Hote is popular with women too. Really? Of course, he's tall, handsome, even cute. Suji hides a smile, cradling her cup as warmth lingers in the air. Flustered, she blurts, you're saying Cheon Hote is handsome? Cute? She quickly pivots. But what about you, Jaehyeon? Surely you were super popular, right? Huh? Not really. Lies, she insists. I've never lied. He replies with a calm smile. Her memory flashes Valentine. Chocolates piled on his desk, girls chasing after him even when they were young. You got tons of chocolates back then, I remember it all. He shrugs casually. Getting chocolates on Valentine's is normal though. He really doesn't know. Back then, half the girls at school liked him, it was a whole truckload. Then, what about now? Do you get gifts at work too? Of course. A lot of people give me things, he answers simply. I guess it's because I'm an executive now. Suji shakes her head, flustered. Jaehyeon's usually so sharp. But when it comes to things like this, he's totally clueless. Noticing her daze, he leans closer. Suji, isn't the coffee hot? Her pulse spikes. If we keep talking like this, I'm going to lose my mind. She quickly changes the subject. But Jaehyeon, where are we going now? He checks his phone. There's a drive-in theater nearby. Want to check it out? Her eyes brighten. Really? I've never been to one. Cut to neon lights, a wide parking lot, and a giant glowing screen. Inside the car, Suji expected. A cozy movie night until Jaehyeon wraps himself around her from behind. I thought we'd just watch the movie. I'm such a fool. Jaehyeon, wait, this is a public place, she protests. Don't worry, he murmurs, amused. The tint's so dark, no one can see us. That's not the point. She snaps back. He leans closer, voice calm. It's fine. How about pulling your panties down just a little? What? Absolutely not. She yelps, face burning. Why does he say things like that in such a sweet tone? I'm telling you, it's better if you do it yourself before I do it for you. He teases. After everything earlier, how is he still not worn out? You're really not going to? She sputters. We came here to watch a movie. If this is what you wanted, we should have stayed home. With you beside me, I can't focus, he admits. And honestly, the movie's boring. Boring? This film sold over 10 million tickets. Maybe so. But next to you, it feels pretty lame. She exhales shakily, then finally mutters, Fine, is this what you wanted? Suji sits stiffly in the passenger seat, cheeks burning pink. It's embarrassing to do this here. But somehow it feels exciting. Jaehyeon smiles, his tone teasing. Suji's such a good girl today. Since you did well, I'll pamper you. Wait. She blurts as he pulls her close. The seat, it's leather. What if it gets wet? It's fine, he whispers. If the car smells like Suji, I'll like it even more. Don't say embarrassing things. She mumbles. You like it that much? He presses. I don't know. Then I'll make you feel even better. Her hands fly up to her face. Jae-hyeon, what are you even trying to do? He leans in with a grin. I got excited too. This time, can you make me feel good, Suji? She sputters, flustered. Don't say pervy things with such a handsome face. Her heart pounds. Even if it's embarrassing. It's so hard to resist. Jaehyeon pulls her against him. I can't hold back. Anymore. Their hands tangle by the center console, heat and nerves colliding. When it's over, he chuckles softly. Suji? Should we come here again next time? I don't know, she mutters, still blushing. You didn't even watch the movie properly. He kisses her forehead. That's because you were too pretty. Later, the credits roll on the giant outdoor screen. By the way, what was the movie even about? Suji asks. I think it was some kind of disaster film, he says casually. They glance at each other, then burst into quiet smiles, cuddling. Close until the night fades. Morning light spills across the glass towers of an office building. Inside. Conference room 06, the planning team debates. We need a place where about 300 people can eat and stay. What about the training center from last spring's workshop? No outside food allowed there. Remember the complaints. Then how about another sports day? With the fall workshop approaching, our whole team's been swamped since Monday. Meeting after meeting, task after task. I'm the youngest, so I can't give many opinions, but I have to get everything right. Miss Suji? Her head snaps up. Yes. Got any ideas for what young people might enjoy, something that fits the NZ generation? Spotlight time. The fate of the youngest, she swallows. Well, people my age don't really enjoy forced things like sports days. Oh. Interesting. Miss Suji, keep going. When the meeting ends, she exhales. Phew. Colleagues mention. Last time's MBTI program was a hit. I rambled, but I think I explained things pretty well. Walking the hall, she feels lighter. I'm slowly being recognized at work, and that makes me happy. Her phone buzzes. It's Jaehyeon. But the text wipes her smile. Suji, I'm sorry. I think we'll have to cancel our date this weekend. My mom asked me to come home. So he's going home. I want to say, don't go, stay with me, but she types back, I can't be helped. I'm busy prepping the workshop anyway. Let's meet next week. All right, he replies. Caibi. Suji stares at the screen. Still. I miss him. Night settles over the apartment blocks. In his room, Jaehyeon dresses shirt, cuffs, jacket. His. Mother's call echoes in his head. Even after divorcing Dad, she's still drowning in alcohol. It won't be good news this time either. He exhales, slips on his glasses, and heads to the garage. Suji? He stops. She's there, waving. Brightly, Jaehyeon, you came without saying anything? It's dangerous at dawn. Why wait around like this? Did you take a taxi? She bounces up. Geez, I'm not a kid. You'll always be a baby to me. He opens his arms. Come here, my baby. She puffs her cheeks but falls into his hug. He holds her close. When you show up like this, it makes me not want to go. Maybe I shouldn't. No way, your mom called. You still need to go. Also, I came hoping to hitch a ride. Really? Where are you going? Actually, I'm going home too. We could go on a date and also see my parents, Cheon Suji. How did you come up with such a great idea? Smart move, right? I hurried here afraid he'd already left. They climb into the car and head out, the morning highway opening wide before them. Your mom's going to be shocked you didn't warn her, he says. She'd probably just say daughters are the best. Suji laughs. Oh, speaking of family, Hoda's been acting weird lately. Do you know anything? Why? What's weird? My gut says he's got a girlfriend. That scruffy guy's suddenly dressed up these days. I'm telling you, he's dating. Suji blinks. Really? He nags me nonstop, and meanwhile he's out there doing everything behind the scenes. Well, that's good for us. Jaehyeon grins. If he's distracted, we get more time together. True. He hasn't been watching me as closely, she admits, then giggles. They laugh as the road hums beneath the tires. At her stop, he pulls over. I'll call you, Suji. Yes. She waves, stepping out. Alone, he murmurs. And drives on. As SUV rolls into a quiet neighborhood. Sunlight catching the pool outside a sleek house. Mom, I'm home, he calls. You're early. She answers from the sofa, glass in hand. Bottles scatter the table. You're drinking this early? He frowns. She swirls the wine lazily. If you came just to nag, you can go back. You really are just like your father. It's chilling. Later, he pulls over, head against the wheel. In the end, she only wanted money. Years later, nothing's changed. His phone rings. Jaehyeon. Suji's voice is warm. Did you see your parents? Yeah. If it's okay, want to eat at my place? What? Hoda's not even there, how could I? You could say you were visiting your mom and decided to drop by. I wouldn't feel right letting you go like this. Alright, I'll come. But if I do, you'd better act it out convincingly. At Suji's house, she flings open the door. Oh my gosh, Jaehyeon. What brings you all the way here? Mom, Jaehyeon is here. Her mother beams. Wow, what a coincidence, Suji. Came home today too. He bows politely. I came to see my mom and just stopped by. Her dad or uncle grins. Wow, Jaehyeon's better than my own son. Let's barbecue tonight. Dad, if he drinks, how's he supposed to drive? Ha! He can sleep in Hoda's room and head back tomorrow. It's Sunday. Suji and Jaehyeon trade a startled look. Sleep in Hoda's room? At dinner, the family gathers around the table, the air filled with the scent of barbecue. Suji's mom pauses mid-bite. Come to think of it, Jaehyeon's been coming by often these days, hasn't he? He nods politely. Yes, my mother contacted me. I see. Didn't you say she had surgery last year? Yes, stomach cancer. Her expression softens. That must have been hard. Recovering alone like that can't be easy. Silence lingers until she shifts the topic. Oh right, Suji, remember Aunt Sukhyu's son? He's a veterinarian in Seoul. Suji blinks. Taeyeon Appa? Yeah, he used to treat stray cats for free. Why? Mom smiles knowingly. Aunt Suki hoped you and Taeyeon could meet at least once. Suji nearly chokes. What, Mom? I don't see him like that. Jaehyeon keeps his composure, sipping quietly, but his silence feels heavy. Her mom presses on. Taeyeon's opening his own pet hospital next year. Men like that aren't easy to find. Suji throws up her arms in protest. I said I'm not interested, Dad chuckles. Really? Well, there's an age gap anyway. How old is he now? 32, maybe 33, and Mom replies. Thunder seems to rumble in the background. Caption, Suji's current boyfriend, SEO Jaehyeon, 35. Her mom nods. Suji is only 25. Still, a man in his mid-30s is stable. Dad turns to Jaehyeon. Don't you think such a gap is a burden? Jaehyeon answers evenly, age and stability matter. But what matters most is Suji's feelings. The room softens. Dad smiles. Well said. Suji beams, seizing the moment. Hear that, Mom? I'm not interested, so please stop. Fine, Mom sighs, defeated. Later that night, Suji flops onto her bed, hugging her pillow. Full, warm, and happy. But her cheeks heat up as she remembers Jaehyeon is right in the next room. Sleep won't come. I've missed him all week. I can't just lie here. Barefoot, she slips into the hall. The house is silent. She eases the guest room door open. Appa, are you sleeping? Moonlight spills over him shirtless, lashes low, peaceful. Suji freezes, cheeks burning. He's so handsome. How is this man my boyfriend? She leans closer, plants a tiny kiss on his cheek. He doesn't stir. Her hand brushes his chest, steady and warm. Then she notices the faint outline beneath the blanket her breath catches. Ah! She bites her lip, flustered. I can't hold back anymore. She kneels by the bed, staring at his calm face, her heartbeat racing. Even asleep, he overwhelms me. Her fingers graze his jacket inside. She finds a small packet tucked neatly into his wallet. She smiles faintly. Of course, that's just like you. Still, she hesitates. The quiet house seems to listen. A muffled snore echoes from down the hall. She startles, pressing her shirt hand between her teeth to silence herself. This is crazy, she whispers, resting her forehead to his. But it feels like everything I've been missing. Slowly, she moves closer, breath trembling until Jaehyeon's eyes flick open. She freezes. He gazes up at her with warm amusement. And here I thought you were teasing is sleeping. Man, he murmurs, where did you learn to be this bold? Her cheeks blaze. I wasn't. He cups her face, pulling her down until their foreheads touch. Who told you to start without me? Before she can protest, he rolls them gently, shifting control into his hands. Appa double wait. She gasps, laughing. Nervously, he brushes a strand of hair from her face, eyes soft. It's all right. I'm awake now. Their breaths fall in sync. Panic and thrill, but his gaze softens, tender as he leans close. Then let me begin properly. His breath grazes her lips. Shall I taste the lips that say such pretty things? Their mouths meet slow at first, then deeper, hungrier. The world fades away until only the two of them remain. When they part, he smiles, dazed. Ha, Chi and Suji, you taste so good. He presses another kiss, then trails lower, his devotion playful. Her hands clutching the sheets as the scene blurs to white. The night moves softly around them. The bed rustles. Their hands intertwine. Suji lets out a breathless laugh before melting into his arms. The way her expression changes so quickly. Jaehyeon whispers, half in awe. At this rate, I can't tell who's enjoying it more. Her eyes shimmer, her breath catching as his lips return. Inside her thoughts blur. The rush is too much. My mind goes completely blank. Foreheads touch. Another kiss lingers. Outside, the night stays still. Inside, their rhythm builds careful, giddy, tender heat neither of them wants to end. Morning dawns bright over the city. At her desk. Suji juggles a ringing phone, forcing a smile. Yes, understood. The workshop is coming soon. She slumps in chibi exhaustion. How many calls since clock-in? Endless, but at least overtime has eased lately. In her mind, she sees Jaehyeon's sharp suit, calm gaze now promoted to executive director. He's already begun reshaping the company, shifting its reputation. Suji's heart swells. My boyfriend is so cool, Miss Suji. Her team leader interrupts. She jumps. Oh, yes, team leader. There's something urgent you need to handle. Caption. Overtime winner. Suji massages her temples, sighing. I know I just said overtime's gone better, but this is too much. Text from Jaehyeon. Wanna have dinner together? She types back. I already ate. I'm working overtime. A cloud of gloom hangs over her desk. 1 hour later, footsteps echo in the empty aisle. Chi and Suji, she jumps in her chair. Ah, you scared me. Jaehyeon stands there in a dark suit, holding a black tote that carries the faint scent of soy and rice. Appa? Why are you here at this hour? He smiles, steady and warm. You hungry? Let's go to my office and have a late-night snack. I bought your favorite sushi. Her exhaustion melts. Yes, good. Eyes shining. She pops up from her chair and follows him down the quiet corridor. Overtime suddenly lighter than before. Inside his office, he leans close, eyes playful. After we eat sushi, I'll feed you something even more delicious. Suji flushes bright pink. The takeout bag sits forgotten on the table as her back presses to the desk, blouse slipping open. She stares up at him, heart racing. Is this really okay? In Appa's office? And how would you know that? Suji whispers, her breath uneven. I checked when I went to pick up the sushi. Jaehyeon answers, maddeningly calm. Then, with a teasing grin. How's that? Nailed it, didn't I? He loosens his tie. So relax. Let's keep going. Moments later, they're side by side on the couch, everything tidied up as if nothing had happened. Jaehyeon scrolls through a tablet while Suji sits with cheeks still glowing. It feels so strange. We're just talking about work, but what? I did with him only minutes ago already feels like a dream. Suji, he says. She startles. Why yes, executive director? The role play's over, he chuckles. Then his tone softens. Anyway, are you working late because of that? Leadership seminar speaker? Yeah, she sighs, easing back into work mode. The speaker canceled last minute, so we're scrambling. And the workshop's coming up fast. Calmly, Jaehyeon scrolls through his phone beside her. Here, he says, turning the screen toward her. Try calling this number tomorrow. Suji blinks. Who is it? Ma Kyung-soo. He replies casually. He's a leadership speaker. Call him and explain the situation. Her eyes widen. What? Wait, the Ma Kyung-soo? The guy with 1 million YouTube subscribers, the one who's always on TV? Yep, Jaehyeon nods. He's my college senior. I helped him out back in midday. Just mention my name, he'll make time. Suji's face lights up like stars. Jaehyeon, you're the best. He smiles, teasing, took you long enough to notice. Cut to the stack of paperwork in Suji's hands, the very task that had kept her stuck at her desk late into the night. Thanks to Jaehyeon, it's solved in a flash. She exhales, shoulders finally relaxing. Jaehyeon, she tilts her head, curious. But you've never even worked in HR. How do you know all this stuff? He answers steadily, eyes clear. Because one day I'll be the one running this company. So I make it a point to understand how every department works. That's just the basics. Her smile softens, touched. You must really care about this company, huh? He hesitates, gaze lowering for a moment before he admits, honestly, I didn't. At least not until recently. They lean closer, breaths mingling, eyes locking. For a moment, it feels like the world holds still. His hand rests gently on her shoulder. A quiet thought lingers between them. Ever since I started seeing you, Suji, I suddenly started caring. Really? Why? She asks, her heartbeat in her eyes. His lips curve, voice low but certain. Because I'll have to settle down and become the head of a household soon. He holds her gaze warm, intent, unshaken. Suji's cheeks burn as the meaning lands, her breath catching. A quiet slips from her lips, sweet and undeniable.